So let's look at AUD USD. Shall we FS hop? AUD USD. Australia economy is heavily dependent on commodities, and anytime the commodity market is affected, Australian economy begins to feel significant impact. Australia relies so much on mining of metals, so their economy technically is commodity dependent. So what we see here is a case of a continuous bearish move, but at the same time, we want to look at it to see where we have a strong weekly support. On weekly, we had a strong consolidation at this level. So AUD USD might continue to drop until price gets to 0.61588, where we have a strong demand floor. At that level, we expect that AUD buying should kick in. So this is the buy zone for AUD USD. So you can see the price action after price tapping in, creating a structure in 2020. Price came back and retested in 2022, and it's making its way again. Then on the flip side, if price managed to break out from that structure, then what we expect is another bearish drop where price will likely come down here, another strong weekly demand floor for a potential buy opportunity. Then we have the ultimate rejection level where price was rejected in 2020. We expect price also to return to that level if we break zero point 0.5 level. So what does this mean? Those in America will need almost a quarter dollar for $1 Australian. So these are all the value of US dollar. So as it continues to fall, it means that few dollars could afford and acquire more properties, especially more metals in Australia. So most US mining firm is an opportunity for them to go in, buy enough iron ore. Australia have so much iron ore. They have so much uranium. The economy is blessed with minerals. Australia have very huge iron ore deposits. In fact, Australian iron ore deposit is the largest in the world. They are the highest exporter of iron ore. Majority of the concentration of the iron ore in Australia lie in the Western Australia. They also have huge deposit of coal. Their major market is China. So if the Chinese are not buying coal, of course the Chinese are buying coal from Australia and North Korea. Both of them are supplying China coal. They are major exporters of coal. So their big market is China. Australia is also heavy on gold. They have huge deposit of gold, especially in the western part of Australia. They have pit gold miners there, deposits, very large deposit of gold. Are you talking of copper? Australia have huge, substantial amount of copper, especially in the Queensland area. The Queensland area of Australia have huge deposit of copper. It's not just only that; they also have zinc. Queensland have so much zinc, nickel. The Western Australia also have enough. So even lead, they also have lead, and the most important of them is uranium. Uranium is very, very important for nuclear reactors, for nuclear submarines. So these are important fuel for generating electricity. So we see what's happening here that as global demand for these metals continue to diminish, Australian economy will continue to shrink. And looking at the monetary policy of Reserve Bank of Australia, I'm not really pleased with the current monetary policy of RBA. So we think that The Federal Reserve policy will set a bullish pedestal for the greenback, so we'll continue to see greenback strengthen in 2025. So such bullish sentiment for greenback in 2025 will ultimately shrink Australian dollar. And with the current trade war that the new president is about to start, if that happens, that will shake global trade dynamics. So global trade dynamics will shake when America begins their trade war. Because for every trade war, there is retaliation. Every trade war, there is retaliation. So it's do me, I do you. So it's actually not going to tell well for global trade. And it will affect the commodity market as well. So many steel companies in America rely so much on Australian metals, for their industries. So it's a commodity reliant economy. So this is what we see that as the commodity market continue to shrink, and we are looking at silver, the silver market is likely to explode in 2025, 2026 due to its military grade application. So we're looking at this. There are so many things coming on, and if price continues to fall and structure breaks out from here, AUD could suffer much in the hands of United States dollar. It's going to be a heavy punishment. So price might continue to drop. Price might continue to drop. Might continue to drop. So from where price is now 0.61588, you might be considering buying AUD USD. But we will also watch prevailing market information. Are there other fundamental data that could bring in the necessary support to push AUD up against the United States dollar? But on critical, we must note that the United States dollar is getting stronger. And as long as it continues and the Australian economy continues to shrink, it has no choice other than to break this structure and continue to sell down. Here we look at a demand floor at this level. So we have three demand floor. Here is also another demand floor where you expect price to swing. And the last demand floor is here. So this is what we have for this. Makes sense. I like the structure AUD, but the candle movements are very choppy candle. Can see that cost there after price break of structure. Retest one, retest two, retest three, retest four, and sell off. So let's just leave it for educational purpose. We don't need that data, but we'll leave it for educational purpose. So you consider break of structure after price supply roof, break of a supply roof, demand structure, break of a demand floor, supply roof one, supply roof two, supply roof three, supply roof four, and price has sold out. And let's see what we got here. So this is how the market function, and it's like this. And you can see price updated the roof, a beautiful roof. You can see the structure. So AUD US is going to have a very strong bearish days. I'm sorry to say it. Australian economy is going to suffer so much in the hands of United States dollar in 2025, maybe heading into 2026. The structure is saying that the roof has been updated three times. So after price updating the roof three times, technically the floor is void. So I want this imbalance. I want this up floor to be filled. So if this floor is filled, it means that Americans are almost buying things in Australia for almost free. This is what it means on structure. This is what it means that price will come to this place after updating the roof. Look at the roof. From 2021, price formed a resistance structure and return again It's making sense right now. So this is what we have, and after updating two times, three times, price is dropping, and I think it will continue to drop layer by layer, layer by layer, layer by layer. But however, I don't want to see a break of 0.61588 level. If that happens, that would be a big disaster for Australia dollar. It would be a very big disaster for them. It would be a big disaster. So let's see how that goes. Let's see how that goes. And gold is doing well based on our analysis. I said 2630 drop and is dropping and is sinking that pair up. Shavi FS of market structure series. We rely on market structure, and I tell you that gold is sinking and gold has sunk exactly the way I say sink. When I say sink, sink means sink. It is market structure. And it has went on to test 2630 and drop extra 60 pip, and it has done significantly well. So we rely on the market structure, and we interpret it based on what price has done. Still on 4 hours. Still on 4 hours. Australia economy 2025 is going to shrink. So I'm predicting a shrinking economy for Australia in 2025. The economy will shrink. The next in line is going to be Canada. So we'll look at UCAD after now, and look at how the current trade war is going to affect the prime minister, and Justin might resign anytime from now. If America lifts a trade war against Canada, there's going to be serious problem. There's going to be inflation. There's going to be strong depression is going to be in the production sector of economy. So we'll look at that, and